Hello! It's the one episode rule. I'm Magpie. I got a big yawn in me. The rest of you care to introduce yourselves?
Strong start.
Strong start. I'm Blackle, and I'm very excited because I'm driving this episode today. I know exactly what we are doing, and if you guys so much as question my authority, I'm gonna turn this car around and drive it straight into a ditch.
You know, I could just ban you from
Please,
the Discord
please
server.
no! Oh
right?
God, please no!
All right.
Magpie is God here.
I know.
Hi, I'm
sorry.
Joey. I'm coming to you live from a hurricane. Hooray!
Yeah, how's that going? I didn't know if you were going to be
Um,
here on account of the storm god's anger.
No, okay, so here's the thing. The storm has been moving very, incredibly slowly. This is
Mhm.
Dorian, by the way. So we were expecting, I was literally expecting it to have, passed through this area by now, entirely. But it's barely even gotten to us yet. It's wild. I was supposed to have a tattoo done today, but the place was closed, and I'm sounding like a Florida stereotype, and I don't care.
Oh man, I saw this joke on the internet that said that Dorian, God put down his controller and is currently taking a piss.
Yeah, that's about right.
I
Dorian,
saw-
more like Borean.
I saw a very
Dor-
Florida thing about how Publix cakes predicted the hurricane's path
Yeah.
better than weathermen.
They did.
God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, I am Emma, and while Blackle is driving, I am locked in the trunk. I've punched out the taillight, and I hope that one of you sees my hands.
I thought you were gonna say you're in the back seat kicking the driver's seat. No, wait, that's Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm trying to escape.
All right. Well,
Magpie is the one with his feet through the floor of the car, propelling it forward while Blackle steers.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you're trying to stop it like in
like-
Flintstones.
like Fred
Yeah.
Flintstone. Desperately
Fred
trying to find the key to the glove compartment where I know my revolver is.
Oh man.
All
right.
right.
Okay.
Let's yabba dabba do this.
All right.
So-
What's you got?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Joey,
Oh.
you mind breaking me off a piece?
This is the rest. This is the rest stop of the podcast.
This is where you all get to take a breather, as well, I wouldn't say you get to take a breather because you're dealing
know
with
about that.
this.
I get to take a deep breath of One Piece.
What am I going to tell you about today? Because
I wanna
didn't
inhale
prepare.
one of these One Piece boys.
I didn't prepare. Okay, so it's let's talk about how no one ever really dies in One Piece. Now let me explain.
Because God won't let them.
I have seen
No.
people
They don't
die
deserve
in
to.
One Piece.
No, let me explain. You think of, when characters fight in an anime, you sort of, think that they're gonna kill each other, or at least I kind of feel that way.
Yeah.
Usually when they fight in One Piece, no one really dies. So you have a lot of situations where characters that should have died don't. And every now and then,
Hmm?
someone will die.
I was about
Only
to ask.
very-
Does anyone ever die in One Piece after a fight?
Yes.
Okay.
No, okay, here's the thing. Not necessarily after a fight, though.
Huh.
So, yes, sometimes, but
Just got old and died off screen.
More people in One Piece reach their expiration date than actually get cooked, is what you're saying.
sure.
This is highly
No,
perplexing.
So this is another thing about anime or at least that I assume about anime. Sometimes you think, okay, if a character dies, there's a chance they could come back. if someone dies in One Piece, you die.
They
in
die for
life.
real.
You die for real. They
Oh,
don't
so-
come back.
Man.
Does it
So-
follow
on.
does it follow like Berserk rules where if somebody dies on screen, it's because they got cloven in half?
Jesus.
I mean, yeah, kinda. Someone
Like, what's
got a
the ultra
fist
violence
punched through
level?
their stomach.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
in One
Uh-huh.
Piece?
And it was very brutal.
Does One Piece have blood?
One Piece has a lot of fucking blood.
we saw,
Oh my god!
Were you here for the One Piece?
I was
Actually,
not
can we
here
talk
for
about
the One
that?
Piece.
No,
No, we
can't
can't talk about it.
It's-
Oh
It's
no!
quarantined.
I did a crime. I'm sorry.
Well, that's an Easter egg.
I remember
so-
seeing a clip of an episode where what's the one guy's name, Trafalgar or whatever his name is,
Oh, yeah.
where he stole a man's heart out of his chest. Did that guy not die?
No, he didn't die.
That's
What do
weird.
you mean he didn't die?
That's
He
part of
took-
his power is he can just cut your body part off and it functions the same. So he can cut your heart out and hold it in his hand and it still functions the same and you're fine. But he can
Huh.
like stab
Why?
it and you'll die. He did that to someone, which I can't talk about. Listen, spoilers.
I see.
This is a nightmare universe.
Yeah.
One Piece is a
Lost
nightmare.
power is fucked up. Anyhow, so my point is deaths in One Piece tend to be very shocking and very impactful, and it's very good.
Interesting. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, now that I've learned, now that this knowledge of One Piece will never leave me, time to tell you guys what we are doing. This is me pointing to the road sign. What we're
Uh-huh.
doing is, and this is the story that I have to tell you, is that a few months ago I finally got a fucking library card at my
Mazel.
local library.
Mm.
And I thought, oh, I would go to the library every weekend and I would read a book. But the thing is that I have other shit to do and I haven't gone to the library since. But the thing is that with this library card, I get access to online resources. And two such of these resources is online video streaming services. So there's two video
Oh.
streaming services. One of them just does like what's the word? Like world cinema or like old timey movies and stuff. But the other one is more modern and has more interesting things on it. And I noticed this weekend, or actually not this weekend, a few weekends back, that it has an anime section.
Mm.
And it has television and movies and comic books, and it has a television section for anime, and there's about 14 anime in there. And let me tell you, it is just completely ridiculous what they decided to put in there. They're just totally random anime I've literally never heard of. And
Good.
I don't know if you guys have heard of it either. So what I thought I would do was I would copy all the titles from this anime list. There's only 14 of them. And what we could do today is I would pick one randomly and we would watch that anime.
Okay,
Sounds great.
Interesting.
spin
This
that
actually-
cylinder and
Yes.
let us prepare for death.
This actually isn't what I was expecting. I thought you were going to be like, oh, we have to torture ourselves with that sword art that we missed.
You
We'll
know
do
what?
that
We
another
didn't-
time.
We didn't
You
do
have to do
sword
that
art.
eventually, though.
Eventually.
Okay, so this anime list, 14 anime, I'm going to shuffle the list and I'm going to take the first item off the list.
You
And-
better go quickly because you just reminded me that we could have done sword art.
Okay, okay,
Uh-huh.
drum roll, please.
That's awful.
Okay.
Drums.
I'm okay. Thank you very much. I enjoyed that immensely. All right, here we go. We are watching Digimon Fusion Season 2.
What?
Hold on, we can't do that because that's Season 2. Let me roll again.
Take that off the list. Good
Take
lord.
that off the list. Okay,
Also, I've seen it.
okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Juden Chan Season 1.
Yep, no idea what that is.
Nope.
No idea
Don't
either. Okay,
know.
let me just make sure that this is still in the library system because I.
Like
Oh
like
my
Gandalf. Like Gandalf, I have no memory of this place.
Okay, here, let me just quickly check it real quick, and then we'll go watch it. I just want to
Alright.
ensure that it's still there. It's loading. It's loading.
Oh
It's
boy.
loading.
Oh boy.
It's loading. Okay, here we go.
Blackle, why does your library have pervert shows?
I don't fucking know.
Audience. Blacko made us watch a piss kink anime.
Okay. Let me start by saying, first of all, I didn't think that my local library would lead me so far astray. They said having fun isn't hard when you have a library card. I didn't know this is what kind of fun they were talking about. Okay, continuing on, to continue the car metaphor that I opened this episode with, I've crashed our fucking Ford Ranchero into a tree, and now I'm sobbing trying to explain myself to you guys that I don't know how to drive a stick.
No. You drove us straight off a cliff, buddy. We're all dead now. We're all 100% dead.
Magpie and I dropped out of the episode about the same time. I was like, I have to not watch this anymore, so I stopped.
But Joey and I watched all of it.
We've already established that Magpie and I are sitting in the front seat of the car, and therefore we died on impact.
Sure.
Meanwhile,
Y'all died on
Joey-
impact. I'm slowly bleeding out because
I don't know what happened to me. I think I'm having like a fever dream a la Silent Hill 2, and I'm just like stuck looking for my wife who pissed herself.
Does that happen more than once? Because that's where I decided I was kind of not involved anymore.
Hey,
there was at least at least 2
Magpie.
piss moments.
Yeah, no, there were 4.
Oh no!
Holy shit!
I
Oh, my
believe
lord.
5, counting the ending theme.
So what?
Oh my god!
So
If I
let's
remember
describe
correctly.
exactly where we tapped out. Blackle, where did you
Okay.
stop?
I stopped. Okay, so here's what happened: is that it went to commercial.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no commercial because.
Can we stop and describe what we watched first?
Yeah, we should probably. Okay,
Here, let me
first,
post the blurb. Let me post you the blurb here. Someone needs to read the blurb. I don't want
I
to
will.
read.
I will
I'll
read the blurb.
No, yeah.
Okay,
you can read the
you
blurb.
can.
Here's the blurb.
Okay. From a planet called Life Core, which exists parallel to the human world, females known as Juden-chan, which means charging girls, are patrolling the Earth in search of individuals who feel depressed and unlucky. Their job is to charge these people with the help of electricity to improve their mental states. While normally invisible, one of these Juden-chan, Plug, accidentally meets a man who is able to see her. We watch the antics among the main characters in the quest for this Juden-chan to improve herself. So that's
Antics
what
is
the
a
blurb
word.
is. Antics
That's
is
what
a
the
word,
blurb is.
and pissing is kind of, I think, a stronger word there.
I think I'm kind of stunned by how much legwork the word antics is doing in this blurb. Like, it's almost
it's
like
covering a lot.
it's covering a lot. It's like if you put a fucking like piece of it's like if you put like carpet over top of like a trap door, but the trap door is also open and also like the size of the room.
Yeah.
So you just step on it and you fall right down into that
You
big
die.
piss dungeon.
Piss dungeon.
Oh my lord!
Splish.
all right. Well,
Splash, we are taking a bath after this.
I pretty much checked out after the first piss moment, where I was just like,
I was like,
oh, I hit her against the wall. Oh, that's piss. That's not good.
Uh-huh.
And then I just sort of idly watched it as I put on a pair of shoes over my shoulder, and then I got up to walk the dog, but the dog was already being walked by somebody else who lives in my house, so I had no good reason to actually leave.
oh man.
Until I saw the eye catches, where would normally have room for a commercial, as if people would advertise next to this.
Yeah.
And that's where I saw this. It's like, oh, this is just like a light titty show. That's what this.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I don't understand, because I feel like there's basically 2 categories of media, and one of them is like regular media, and the other is pervert stuff for when it's pervert time. I don't understand the middle ground. It's very confusing to me why it exists.
Well, hello everybody. It's time for that much anticipated segment, Learning Japanese with Emma.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh god!
All right,
can't
here we
wait.
go. So typically, when people think of anime, they think of there are 2 categories. There's anime and there's hentai.
Okay.
Those are the terms that we use in America, and
bad
they refer
and
to
worse.
Yes. In Japan, anime is just short for animation, so it refers to anything that is animated. And hentai is not. It is not used as a word per se because it is an adjective that means perverted.
Yeah, do you see that in the Yakuza games where it's not related to porn? It's just like, oh, you're a freak, don't do that.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
like, oh, hentai. Yeah.
And it's usually
so-
because there's like an old man running around in his tidy whities or something, and you get a mission that's like, apprehend the old man, and then you're just like, and then he tells you the sob story of why he's doing that.
of why he's a hentai man.
Why he's a hentai man and wears panties on his head.
He's
And
a
then
hentai
it
OG.
plays the sad music, and Kiryu goes, I guess it must be hard for everyone. And you go, no, it's not hard. It's not hard, Kiryu. He's just a fucking criminal.
Oh my god.
So between these two extremes, there is a magical land called Echi, which is just the Japanese transliteration for H. It is not necessarily short for hentai, but it is kind of related to it. And it basically means pretty much porn, but no actual sex happens.
So it would be like calling it like softcore.
Yeah, it's kind of the difference between softcore and hardcore a little bit. But ecchi tends to be
So it's like
It
the
is-
LaCroix of.
yeah, sure. It's
Oh
the
my
LaCroix,
lord.
but there's a very special kind of water that's used.
It's piss.
It's yellow.
It's piss.
Oh my
Um,
god.
We could just sub in the scene from Sweeney Todd where they're talking about the hair tonic for the end of this episode, and it wouldn't change the content that much.
Space,
Oh,
space. Space with ink.
It's piss.
So this would fall under ecchi, which is
Which has no place in a public library.
no, it has no place in a
Yeah.
public library. It has no place in public broadcast, and yet here we are.
It's very weird that it's on Crunchyroll. By the way, Crunchyroll,
bad.
we will stop talking about this sort of thing if you sponsor us. Anyway,
Please send all
Oh,
business inquiries to
my.
oneepisodecast@gmail.com. That's the word, not the number.
The word.
I'm so stunned at what my library has to offer. I'm
So-
scared.
It's not. I wrote that many, many times. Why does your fucking library have piss girls?
Piss.
Um,
There was a lot. Like there
There's
was
so
okay,
much piss, folks.
There was a part where she's literally watching an anime on TV
Yep.
where someone pisses.
Yep.
Like it's
Did
not
you
even
guys-
relevant to the plot.
it's like a degree of separation away.
Yes.
And then
That's
she's
about where
like-
I stopped. That's about where I stopped. I
That's-
was
you
like,
stopped
okay,
there?
one piss. I was like, maybe that's a one-off, like
But
weird
no.
thing that they threw in there. No, I guess this is
Once-
like the primary thing that they're doing here.
Oh yeah, I've always
you
wanted to
think-
say this. I didn't know I always wanted to say this until I realized it, but I need to wedge it in here, which is, you all saw the anti-piracy warning at the beginning of this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did.
That was
I wanna-
very funny.
I want to say a sentence in response to that, which is you are a waifu, not a cop.
Can that be part of our merch as well?
Yes.
You're a
Yeah.
waifu, not a cop. Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
that's the only one I approve of.
Good.
I-
Um,
Well,
This should be
that
our
and-
episode title.
I
How
don't.
about this? How about this? A baseball cap that says "I'm a waifu, not a cop."
True enough.
it's got
maybe
like a
I'll-
badge
maybe-
on it.
I'll draw.
Yes.
I'll draw a T-shirt of Gendo Akari devouring Shinji in the style of
Please
Francisco
do.
Goya's Saturn devouring its son.
Uh
We'll put that on.
Good.
Oh my god.
huh. So I want to get two more little Japanese lessons in real quick.
Okay.
Oh, do educate us.
Please.
Omorashi, which means
Oh, I know this one.
pissing yourself.
Okay.
It's a kink. It's a nasty.
hate-
I'm sorry, I don't want to kink shame you guys, but this one really did not did not grab me, did not necessarily push me toward the pissing is fine camp.
Let me tell you,
I hate to
Emma, let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I'm the one who bears this cross. And
Yes.
I'll tell you one thing. I have a lot of kinks. This is not one of them. Not even remotely,
Not
okay?
into the piss.
I hate to
I'm
I hate
into
to
a
break
lot
it
of
to you,
things,
Anna,
but not
we
piss,
also
okay?
we
I
do
want
also
to put
have that.
that on the record. I want to ask the stenographer, hey, can you read that back to me just to make sure that is written down correctly?
Yeah, it says here, Blackle does not have a piss kink.
Blackle
you.
wants us to be sure that we know that she wasn't exposing us to
Well,
her.
this is getting suspicious now.
Um,
I am just okay.
The
Here's
lady
thing.
doth protest too much situation.
Listen here. If Emma had just said, "We'll watch Digimon,"
Yeah, it would have been fine.
I've seen Digimon Fusion. I can't. I'm sorry. It's bad. Spoiler.
well, the other thing
Sad.
is, I said, "Well, it's season 2, so we can't watch it." But
That's true.
if younger me knew,
if only.
if purer me knew,
If the
She
younger
would've-
me just could have seen the trouble I'd create.
yeah.
The other thing
Oh,
that I
Lord.
wanted to say is that this aired on television.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know
touched
how
on
that's
that.
possible.
I touched on that earlier because there was an ad break.
Yeah.
what?
This
What? Where
Now-
could they possibly have?
now, granted, it aired on the same channel as High School DxD or I guess it's just DD. I never know how to say that one. Girls Bravo and Elfen Lead.
Oh,
I don't know
I'm
what
aware.
any of those are.
Well, Elfen Lead is
Famous,
famous.
I would call it. But it's also the channel that fucking Azumanga Daioh aired on.
That's fucked up.
And
I don't know that one
Bakemonogatari.
either.
Like, I don't understand I don't know why this.
Azumanga Daioh is incredible.
Well, okay.
Go watch that sometime, Michael. It's a comedy. It's a comedy show.
All right. Well, okay.
Sorry. One more thing. This
Yes,
channel
please.
also aired Gurren Lagann. Okay.
Okay. I
Okay.
see. I know that one. Oh God, how I wish I was watching Gurren Lagann now.
So let's get into it, folks. Let's really dive into what we saw.
I thought we were already into it.
The
thought-
first, the
thought we were
first thing
hip
that
deep in it.
happens, the first thing that happens is you get blasted for streaming crimes, and then the second first thing that happens is you see a girl's panties.
Yeah, I was about to say panty shot
Yep.
right out of the gate.
Panty
Yeah.
shot, and then she's like, "I will find you."
I know that
Mhm.
that made my spine curl up, and now my bones are sand.
I have a
Yeah.
I have an interesting character
My
design
Wondercrat.
note because I enjoy character design. This is the first time I've seen the use of an ass window with no dick window.
I wrote down
Very
that her
strange.
ass looks like a set of
there
boobs.
was an ass window.
It's
I
very
wrote
strange.
down, is her ass just out? And it turned out, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
An
it just
unintentional ass
is.
window.
Well, it's not
costume-
entirely out.
It's
like,
not entirely out,
like a
but there
weird
is
tramp stamp window, actually.
there is a specific the way that the costume was structured on this girl was that there was like a diamond around the top of her ass and it got blown off later
It
and
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
her whole actual ass.
it covered a very specific area that I forget what it's called, but I believe it's like the plane of the ass at the
Mhm.
top.
Plane of the- You say that like
Yeah.
it's a fucking like simple machine.
It's
Like,
the
what's the
elemental
pull
of the
plane of
ass?
ass.
Yeah,
What's the inclined plane of the ass? What's the pulley of the ass? What's the Archimedean screw of the ass?
you got to raise water from one level to another.
If-
Speaking of the ass, did anyone catch the horrible plug tails?
Yep.
Wait, are
I
those?
believe that is why her ass window got blown off because that is also where her tail attaches
Does it attaches?
It has like
to the costume.
an attachment, and there's like a little skin covering that looks. Oh, it's very bad to look
It's
at.
very bad. The tail,
Um,
the tail is what she uses at the end of the episode to ground herself.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can see it better. I say better, but like worse. It's because it's
I gotta-
closing your
I
eyes.
gotta
You can see it more
In the end
vividly.
credits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which
Okay,
you guys
so-
didn't make it to, but listen, it's not fucking good.
Does
It's
it
much
get
worse. There's straight up just nipples in the end
Yeah.
Yeah,
credits.
there's
Okay, I
nipples.
saw nipples during the ad break.
Yeah, those
There's-
are in the eye catches.
There's a big symbolic island that looks like two titties with really, really big
Uh-huh.
nipples.
Uh-huh.
And then they're all totally naked, and they're like the part they sing along to the beginning. And then also in the show within the show, hentai, Magical Girl Millie does also show up, or Magical whatever. Who cares?
Who
Miracle
gives a
Witch
shit?
Millie shows up again, which leads me to believe that that's like a plot, like a running gag or a plot point. Is this
Yeah,
fucking
I'm sure it's a running gag. Like,
self-referential.
ooh, this
Yeah.
rare anime that got canceled for being too lewd and rude on TV. Like,
Lewd and
Okay.
rude is a powerful sentence, powerful phrase to use,
well,
Joey.
she's just.
I'm looking at this character design again, and
tentacled.
I've surmised that there is not in fact a butt plug involved. Like you all made it sound like there was.
Well,
No, it wasn't a plug. It's like growing
not
out
a
of
literal.
like a tail.
Yeah,
Like
you said it attached, and you were very vague
Yes.
about what was happening. So I was just like, I
I'm
figured it was.
sorry.
I figured
There-
it was just sort of plugged in.
no, you
Yeah.
can't really like describe it just by words.
That's
There
how you.
is-
That is one way to ground yourself from an electrical
Guys,
current.
That's true.
Well, we're still on the topic of her outfit, and I'm gonna put myself on blast here. But
Oh boy.
one thing that after the pervert's magical girl transformation that we all were subjected to,
Yes.
what actually occurred to me was, you know what? I would wear that. I'd wear that outfit, to be honest.
Well, that's too bad.
I know. That is
That's
really
just
too bad. It's very
because it's a bad
really
outfit.
I don't know. I
This
just
is
wanted to say that. I wrote it down because I'm a good little student of the craft, and I needed to say it. Okay.
I'm glad.
It's the most that is the most perverse catchphrase that we have in the entire show's lexicon.
Yeah, I hate it.
But yet we are compelled to say it.
I'm looking at
yeah.
this. It looks like somebody tried to combine like a magical girl outfit with like an Ava plug suit, and those
Mhm.
extremes do not meet.
No,
They just don't.
They tried
That's
to
what
get
hit me about
parents.
it was that it looked like a plug suit a bit.
it looks like somebody
And-
was trying to draw roll.exe from Mega Man Battle Network, and something happened to them.
Well,
I wanted to say, I think
Mhm.
you may remember from an earlier episode, someone we were talking about. This was in the Gunbusters episode, and I was saying, what's the tactical advantage of wearing a bathing suit in a mech? And then Magpie's, well, what about the plug suits? And I struggled to justify the plug suits because you cannot justify them.
They're there, so you can see titty
I know. and what's worse
justification is
or
look
ass
good.
if you're not there for Asuka.
Yeah, and I think that I would much prefer the plug suits if they were on people who were of age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That'll be one episode rule, episode 011 Mecha Bullies. For those of you who are keeping track.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is we're
Um,
getting some deep lore here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That is still available on SoundCloud right now.
Yay!
So
Okay.
For long.
It's not
I-
for long.
YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube.
not for long, but YouTube, it'll be on there. I also want to address just how many times I didn't count, but I did experience how many times our main protagonist boy, I suppose,
Trash
just
man.
beats the shit out of the girl until she pisses herself. That
Yeah.
happens so many times, guys. It's not just the first time that you saw it.
I'm
happens.
not even sure. I am not even sure that he is not justified.
Every single time he sees her, he
Just like wails on her
hits
and then
with
she
something.
pisses.
Sorry, guys. I dropped
pisses
out
every
because
time.
Discord crashed. I'm sorry.
Discord
well,
refused.
Discord saved you from from me talking about how the main character boy beats this girl and she pees. And it
That's
happens so much.
really bad.
Like,
I was
Like,
stunned
she
when
got-
when I thought the fucking baseball, like the fucking cutaway of the baseball man hitting the baseball, and then like, oh, did he? Why is that the cutaway? And then it comes back and she's like been hit with the baseball
Mm-hmm.
bat, and I
And
thought
she pees.
that's that's yikes. I'm gonna put my, like Magpie. I'm gonna put my shoes on and get out of here.
this is like, I'm going to
Yeah,
leave now.
Yes.
Honestly, she's creeping on his child sister, and he's just like, you should
Fair.
leave, or I will brain you with this club.
They
Which I
shouldn't.
mean-
she peeked. She just like poked in there while the sister was in the bath, which was very
I'm glad I
creepy
didn't
to
see
me.
that.
Go good.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's like really
No.
gross.
Good.
It's
The
like
horror
really gross.
continued after we left.
They have like a few like gazy shots of the school child, which I was like,
Don't do
oh, this
that.
is bad,
that was
bad.
that's actually what prompted me to drop out of that, because it was
Yeah.
what was it? I was already on my way out, but like the second thing in the commercial segment, like the coming back to thing, was like a fucking like male gazy image of the fucking, I don't even know how old she is.
She's
Those
like
are-
elementary school age.
Those are
Yeah.
called eye catches, aren't they, Emma?
Well,
Eye catches or bumps, yes.
Okay.
well, I thought, well, it bumped me right out of watching it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not good. Don't do that, Japan. It
Yeah.
makes everyone in the West upset, and it should probably make you upset.
Yeah, really.
Aw.
I mean, I know you don't care about our opinion.
Yeah.
So
I mean-
it's a lesson for no episode ever. I'm not even going to touch that one.
I mean, I like Sega games, and I know that they don't give a shit about the West.
All right. Well,
Oh, man.
can I talk about the things I have written down that are not
Yes.
related to the perviness of this show?
Sure.
Give me one.
Yes.
Like
What?
some
me
relatively
one
pure
thing.
observations.
Give me
One
one
thing I
second.
noticed was that even in this
Fine.
pervert's fantasy, the horrors of capitalism are still ever present.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like still trying to make rent, still trying to make money.
Still some super bummed out salary men just stopping at a vending machine on the way
Still some,
home.
like,
Yeah.
He had a good
mean
day though. He
bosses.
won an extra drink.
He did.
Yeah.
It looked like he won it looked like he won a bottle of castor oil.
Also, the thing I was thinking
Don't they put that in front of people's noses who've passed out?
oh no,
It's smelling salts. Castor
That's-
oil.
isn't that
it's-
just a lubricant?
Castor. Well, if you ask my fucking grandmother, it's Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yep.
You have one of those families where your relatives tried to make you eat the vapor rub?
I
Yeah,
never-
I was about to say she also would make you take it.
See, that's
She'd make
wrong.
you
That
sit
you
and
don't
then
do
also
that.
rub it all over your chest, and boy, it burns.
Not good. I'd rather that than watch the rest of this anime.
I would
Yeah.
rather be coated head to toe in castor oil than have to watch one more episode of this.
I'll eat a spoonful of it though.
All right, one more thing that I noticed, which is not like how disturbed I am. It is what is it? One thing that I noticed was that the plugs they take out are like North American style plugs. Do they use those
Uh-huh.
style of plugs in Japan?
think
This
so.
one I'm not sure on, but possible.
I know they use
yeah,
a
look
slightly
that up.
different. They use a slightly different kind in like continental Europe.
Oh, okay. So it does look about the same, but they're not the same.
Yeah.
They look like
Pretty
the same,
like
but they're
pretty
not the same.
close looking though.
All right, that's what struck me, and I was
Yeah.
like, kind of expecting to see like a different kind of plug, and I
Like
was
a
like,
weirdo.
oh, that's interesting.
hmm
I was
Weird
trying to
exotic
distract
plug.
myself of what else was going on by thinking about the complex electrical logistics of wall sockets.
Just trying to zone into literally any other detail of this fucking horrible show.
Let's get into some
Yeah.
engineering shit.
Uh-huh.
One thing I did find the scene where she's like, where her superior is yelling about her not having enough money. I thought the dialogue was kind of funny.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just
You-
funny
y'all get
scene,
that
not worth
gratuitous.
it.
You'll get that gratuitous English in that fake anime where the weird sprite thing was just like, "I'll fuck your skull up."
Yeah, the little
Yeah, the little
creature?
terrier mon.
yeah.
That's odd. I find that extremely odd. That's,
I was
I thought it was kind of funny.
It's funny. It was good.
Just dumb
I was just thinking about
sidekick
something
character like
weird.
no, didn't he say no one touches my bitch?
Yeah, no
Yes,
one
he
touches
did.
my bitch. But
No one touches my bitch.
I was just thinking about it because I mentioned it a minute ago, and then I wasn't allowed to talk about it. But anyway, I think it's fucked up now that that Sega has both of those franchises that where we can commiserate about how Japan doesn't care about Western arts because it's got Persona and Yakuza
And Sonic the Hedgehog.
and Sonic the Hedgehog. Those are the three games.
And someday they'll all be in Smash Brothers.
Someday they'll all be the same game.
Oh man.
I'm really, really waiting for that Sonic Cross. That's that Sonic Cross Yakuza game.
That'd be dope. I'd play it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ba, 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 ba.
So okay, what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be like Sonic style animals as Yakuza, or is it gonna be like humans running really fast?
No,
It's-
it's. I think it's got to be like a Detective Pikachu kind of thing, where Sonic's just there.
Sure.
So Sonic's gonna hang out with Kiryu.
I mean,
yes,
that's kind of what they're trying with the Sonic movie already.
and it's not going to be good. I would like to propose Kiryu, like trying to make his way through Sonic levels, but he's like just Kiryu.
That would be cool. But he's getting old now. He's like a grandpa.
Me too.
Granted, he's only like 48, but everybody starts
Hey,
calling him. What do they call him? Oji-san in the,
OG is not, yeah.
in the newer one.
That means uncle, but it's also used to refer to old men you don't know.
Old men who you don't know and who look like that.
Yep.
Would you call that man? It's not. Or would you go, oh, I'm sorry, sir.
I think I would just address him by saying, "Oh fuck."
God damn.
God damn. Hey, the episode ends with the well, it doesn't end, but the climax of the episode is the
Please
the
don't
little
use that word.
I'm sorry. The peak. No, still bad.
The apex.
The piss of the episode is
There you go.
the little girl from the green outfit little girl from the elementary school tries to kill herself.
Oh.
Guys, she tries to jump.
Off
She tries
a building.
she tries to jump off a building at a construction site.
Oh Lord.
And the Sideburns brother has to save her while Plug recharges her.
Plugs her.
No,
No.
No, I can't say that.
No, it's
Wow.
bad.
no, she did plug her though.
How long have we been recording?
A long time.
Well, I've got an
That's where
idea
it
for how
fades
we can
out.
wrap this up as sort of a cathartic experience. Which
Okay.
is, I'm
Please.
sure all of you, in writing out in your notes, have written out a lot of like onomatopoeia and a lot of like just exclamations of terror.
Yeah, a lot of exclamations.
And
Yeah.
I thought maybe what we could do is just all like go around and just yell them all out real quick.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, please.
So how about here? Let me. I'm just trimming mine down to make sure that I got all mine. And here we go. I'll start. Fear. So much fear. So much fear. Yikes! 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 Why? Ouch! What the fuck? Oh no! What the fuck? Please no. Okay, no. That was my experience with this.
That's
I-
pretty good.
I only had 3 notes, and they're you're a waifu, not a cop. Ass window ? And the words piss nope.
That's an adventure.
Piss nope.
That could be our merch. Just says piss nope.
Piss nope.
Mhm.
Piss? Piss ?
Yeah.
Nope.
Joey, would you like to go?
Sure. I have her butt is out.
Oh, me
I
too.
have anime glasses. What is this? I hate this ? Piss. And plug tail. And that's it.
Okay. Here's a brief selection of mine. Is her
Assorted
ass
words.
just out? Her ass is just out. The moaning. Oh my god,
Oh,
the titties,
yeah.
the ass. The sound effects are so rough. The English voice acting is extremely bad. Yeah, no one's ever been unhappy at a family restaurant. Dumb, dumb, dumb.
I'm just thinking about Golden Corral now.
Oh no! Golden
Step on
Shower
up.
Corral.
Step on up.
Go black hole.
An older man makes way for a younger boy at the beef hook.
Oh god.
That would be a place to find sad people, actually.
Yeah, no shit. You ever been to a Golden Corral? Holy fuck.
I'm dying.
Did she just piss herself?
Kill herself? Ain't that bad?
Uh-oh, even more porn. The titties. Oh my god, what the fuck? No, she pissed. She pissed again. How much piss is in this show? Whoa, that's just nipples. Whoa, he even made soup. Don't show us her butt. She's like 5. She pissed again. Stop pissing. Oh my god. She must smell so fucking bad.
Right?
And that's
Oh my
those are my
God.
notes.
Emma, that also sounds like you're yelling at a dog.
Oh, it does. It really does.
Pissed again.
It sounds like you're dog sitting for somebody's
Pissed
elderly corgi.
I'm waifu sitting.
Oh Lord.
And she
We've-
just won't stop pissing.
We've
everywhere.
Man.
We've talked
there's
about
no there's no single scene where she cleans herself. I just want to go ahead and throw that one out there. So I have
Why do you
chosen to
think
believe that she just maintains an odor.
Oh no.
clothes
That's
made
her
out of
musky puppy.
Uh-huh.
No. But we're not going to talk about that. Anyway,
Can't talk about that.
Oh Lord.
shit, I forgot what I was going to say.
Can
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
call this episode
So-
"The Gang Accidentally Watch a Piss Anime"?
If we name this one
What are we
Piss
gonna call
Hentai, we
this?
might get more views.
Oh, God, we would.
Yeah. Piss
I already
hentai.
know what we're going to call this. Don't worry
How am
about
I
it.
gonna justify this in the eyes of the Lord?
But,
Can't.
anyway, we had talked
Thank
about
you,
making a channel trailer for the YouTube channel.
Mhm.
And I feel like just putting in Emma screaming, "Why is she pissing? Oh God, stop pissing!" into that channel trailer would
We
be
need to
pretty
put
good.
in all of like
Please,
we need
please,
to put in
please.
we need to put in Deep Dog and the Deep Frog. We have to put in like all like the fucking weird ass shit we say.
Yeah, we could
And
have
then-
like a suggested clip like gathering
Yeah.
session.
Yeah,
That would be
this-
fun.
it's gonna be good.
Oh my
But
lord.
What a nightmare!
What a
we should-
fucking nightmare.
Yeah. All right,
I'm
maybe
gonna-
we
I'm
should
ready
wrap
to-
this up then.
I'm ready to
do we
get
have
out of
any
here.
like fan mail? Do we have any last
Oh, yeah,
things
yeah, yeah.
to say?
No, we don't have any fans. We killed all
We
the
don't-
fans.
we-
this episode.
They
We killed
should
all the
be
fans.
listening to
We
this
killed all the
one.
fans because they're
Everyone-
like, oh, I'm gonna watch the show with them, so I'm gonna watch before they. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
And everyone
no.
unsubscribed.
Yeah.
See,
Everyone unsubscribed, and then they came to my house and beat me. They cut me
Here's
up
what-
all over my
okay.
body.
I think what we could do is we could do this. I would like to do this library segment again because maybe this is the bad first impression. But
Yeah.
what I will
Maybe
do,
all they have
I will
is-
check. I will check the fucking rating of the show before we watch it
Sure. Cool.
Okay.
we don't have any
because
fan
this
mail.
was TVMA, and I
checked
didn't
the-
realize
Uh-huh.
until like after we had
So we
committed
were
to
about
watching
to
it.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No fan mail?
Uh,
No
No
messages?
fan mail.
No
I
tweets?
checked the email. There's nothing but a message about SoundCloud telling us how it's mad at us.
Well,
Is there anything in
mad.
the spam folder?
I hope so.
No,
No,
I already left.
I'll check.
Nerds.
Spam.
Social.
do we want to say where people
Nothing.
can send their fan mail?
Yeah,
Just in case they don't
if
know?
you have fan mail to send or questions, comments, concerns, or piss videos,
If you want
can
an
send
open-
those.
If you want to open a tort with me, Blacklemore Sanchetto, within the jurisdiction of Ontario, Canada,
Doxing
send us an
yourself, I see.
email at
One episode cast. Oh, you do it, Joey.
Sorry. That's one episode cast at gmail.com. One, the word, not the number.
Thank you, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Is that everything, folks? Did we get it
Yeah.
all? Did we get it all out of our system?
God, I hope so.